We at Buick Motor Division are very proud of our current line of premium American motor cars. And we're equally proud of the great success of the New Vehicle Inspection and Delivery Program, or NVID. The NVID process helps the sales force and service department deliver letter-perfect cars. But that's only the beginning. The New Vehicle Inspection and Delivery process is a proven system. We know the cars are being prepped and delivered in top form. But today, customer satisfaction is more than product quality. In fact, Buick places high in independent studies for initial product quality. But overall, we fall shorter than we should. Two areas that can be improved that you have control over are salesperson performance and the delivery process. You've got to make favorable impressions on your customers. The key is to create positive, lasting impressions that customers remember. That increases customer satisfaction. You know, our customers are more and more pleased with their new Buicks every year. This tells us that NVID is performing right. We know this from our telemarketing network data, CSI, and also from what new Buick owners tell J.D. Powers. Rising to world-class status doesn't happen overnight. The success we all are enjoying is the combination of engineering, production, and your efforts too. Why is NVID so important? That's simple. Today's Buick customer is more sophisticated and demanding than ever before, with the expectation of receiving a car that's letter perfect. But these days, 100% isn't enough. While a sale is fine, all salespeople want each buyer back for 3 or 4 new Buicks. Many a successful career is built on this foundation of repeat sales. So the sales job really begins with a letter-perfect delivery. Anything done above and beyond results in more sales, happier customers, and fewer complaints. Your NVID performance can allow you to comfortably ask for referrals. Let's look at the telemarketing system. In a nutshell, we send the customer a thank you letter for purchasing his or her new Buick. In that mailing, we enclose a special RSVP card. The customer returns the RSVP card telling us their most convenient time for a 5-minute phone survey. When the call is made, the telemarketer enters the customer's response into a computer, and we evaluate the results. This telemarketing system depends on proper vehicle delivery. Every sale has great potential to be a positive experience for the customer, and that's the name of the game. Let's look at the steps.
The first step in the NVID process starts when the car arrives at the dealership. The new car make-ready personnel check the car over for shipping damage and see that all the proper equipment is present on the car. The second step is the new vehicle pre-delivery inspection procedure. This procedure includes the under hood, body, chassis, under vehicle, and appearance inspections. These inspections have not changed. The underhood inspection is generally an overall visual check. By checking all wires and hoses for proper routing and clamp tightness, customer satisfaction improves. Similarly, a close body and chassis inspection checks for operation of interior and exterior lamps, the operation of all doors, hood, deck lid, locks, and keys. This procedure may turn up an area where a pre-delivery repair could positively impact customer satisfaction. The under-vehicle inspection allows the make-ready personnel to check for leaks, reposition components, and check for proper assembly of all systems under the vehicle. The road test pinpoints any squeaks, rattles, or wind noise and allows an operational check of all vehicle systems under driving conditions that the customer will experience. The appearance procedure includes steps such as removing protective shipping materials, proper fit of moldings, and emblems. Then, the car is thoroughly cleaned inside and out to prepare it for sale. This will be repeated for delivery to the customer. Finally, the car is parked on the lot for sale.
Now the salesperson steps into the NVID picture for step 3. There are many keys to lasting impressions in this portion of the NVID program. The salesperson takes time to closely check out the car as if he or she were the customer.
Use the customer satisfaction delivery form. Any items repaired should be double-checked. If a problem is found, notify the make-ready manager. It's this attention to detail that keeps NVID success and customer satisfaction on the right path. Handle even the smallest detail before calling the customer. Should the customer find something wrong that the salesperson missed, both will be in for an unwanted surprise. That's why step 4 is so important. Schedule enough time between the actual sale and the pickup date. Time to ensure that the new Buick is letter perfect. When all problems are repaired and the car is 100%, call the customer to arrange a convenient time for the customer to stop by. This is another important point. Schedule enough time to cover all of the important information. The customer should not feel that the salesperson is rushing through the NVID process.
These key steps are important. Although the sale is made, the customer considers the sale closed only after delivery. This is a crucial time. The customer sees the salesperson representing the dealership and Buick. Independent studies have told us that customers like to see professionally dressed salespeople who are sincere in their dealings and have a genuine concern for the customer's needs. The salesperson's performance can be the start of a successful owner-dealership relationship, one that means positive word-of-mouth advertising.
Start when the customer arrives for pickup. Show the new Buick to the customer right away. This can relieve their anxiety of anticipation as you cover the paperwork in your office. Slowly guide the customer through the owner's manual. While explaining its importance, point out each accessory while paging through the manual. This helps the customer better understand their new car, prevent questions after delivery, and increases customer satisfaction. Emphasize items in the owner's manual with your business card or a highlight pen that are of interest to the new Buick owner. These marked items should be covered in detail during the demonstration drive. This shows concern for the customer and the salesperson's understanding of vehicle operation. Next, cover every detail of all new vehicle warranties. You need to do more than simply point out the warranties. You need to explain them and be able to answer questions about them. For example, tell the owner about his warranty protection concerning powertrain coverage if the engine blows a head gasket. This keeps the customer from experiencing an embarrassing situation with the service department over non-warranty repairs. The customer will appreciate knowing the full extent and limitations of their warranty coverage right from the start. Explain the GM maintenance schedule. This is an extremely important delivery step. The GM maintenance schedule informs the customer of basic vehicle maintenance, when it is needed, and what services should be performed. Again, be able to answer questions. For example, you should know the spark plug replacement intervals and be able to look it up quickly. Most new customers are simply unaware of the care that any vehicle requires. Impress upon the owner the importance of regular maintenance. Explain that regular maintenance protects their investment and keeps their new Buick running better, longer. This is a good way for a technician to spot potential problems that the customer should have repaired. This casts a positive light over everyone in the dealership. The Let's Talk book helps the customer better understand their new Buick. If the customer's car starts performing differently, the customer may notice, but may not accurately describe the symptoms. The book has several checklists to help the customer explain problems to the service advisor. If the customer can accurately describe problems, the technician can quickly find and repair them. The roadside assistance program can be the most seldom used, yet most helpful service. While car problems are never convenient, no time is more inconvenient than breaking down at night in the middle of nowhere. If properly explained by the salesperson, the customer will leave the dealership secure in the knowledge that a simple phone call can mean the difference between being stranded and an inconvenient repair. Dialing 1-800-252-1112 dispatches a tow truck to bring the customer and their Buick to an authorized Buick service facility for repair. The Buick Roadside Assistance Program is like 911 for cars. After explaining this important information, the customer may have several questions. Answer these questions honestly. Take the proper amount of time to fully explain the answers. In the eyes of the customer, the salesperson is Buick's product expert. Be prepared for just about anything. Take the customer on a tour of the dealership. This will give the salesperson a chance to explain dealership policies, business hours, and also which credit cards are accepted by the cashier. While this information varies from dealership to dealership, be sure the customer is clear on the operation of your dealership, again, to avoid surprises. When handled properly, the salesperson can cultivate the beginnings of a successful customer service department relationship. The customer can plainly see that many knowledgeable professionals will be taking care of their new Buick. The main point that must be conveyed is that the people in the service department know the customer's Buick better than any place in town. Introduce a new customer to key service department personnel. This simple gesture can remove much of their car repair anxiety. If the service department is closed, show the service drive entrance, write-up area, customer waiting area, and give the customer the service department's business cards. The next step is the demonstration drive. There are many keys to lasting impressions during the demonstration drive. The salesperson inspection really pays off here, not as the customer drives away upset in an imperfect car. All of the positive customer satisfaction can quickly evaporate. Second, consider the vehicle the customer traded in when explaining the new vehicle's features. Third, demonstrate each feature and be certain the customer is clear in its operation. Then, use the marked owner's manual to fully cover all the important points you need to make clear to the customer. For example, the Regal's climate control system has a different control panel layout that customers may not be familiar with. Explain each control to the customer. Be sure to explain other options the car may have, like supplemental inflatable restraint and anti-lock brakes. Then, before the demonstration drive, answer all customer questions. The customer will appreciate your willingness to fully explain how the various systems work. In general, you can tell the customer what to expect. Answer all questions with authority. This instills in the customer a sense of confidence in you, their new car, your dealership, and Buick. Telemarketing information shows the single most memorable gesture is a stop at a service station to fill the fuel tank. This extra effort in the presence of the customer is always remembered positively. Back at the dealership, allow the customer plenty of time to completely inspect their new Buick. This gives the customer the final say in their perception of the delivery process. When satisfied with the vehicle, the customer signs the customer satisfaction procedure sheet. Remember to tell the customer to expect a thank you letter and other information from Buick's telemarketing system. Remember to present a special gift to the customer within 72 hours of delivery. Follow up the sale with a phone call. Ask if everything's okay and if the customer has checked their mileage since filling the tank. If a problem exists, have the service manager make an immediate follow-up phone call to correct the problem right away. Even with the telemarketing system, this extra effort gives your dealership a better name in the public eye. Now, let's get a close look at the telemarketing system. After the dealership sends their sales data to Buick, the telemarketing network sends a customized thank you letter and an RSVP card to the new owner. Along with thanking the customer for purchasing a new Buick, the letter reads, "We want to be sure your Regal is meeting your expectations. As a result, we would like to talk with you about your new Buick and your delivery experience." The RSVP card is an invitation for a 5-minute phone conversation with a Buick telemarketing person. The RSVP card asks for a home and an office phone number and a convenient choice of times to receive a call from Buick. The customer simply chooses a time between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. and drops the card in the mail. Soon, a Buick telemarketer phones the new owner. Buick wants to know about the customer's satisfaction with the salesman's performance, the vehicle itself, and the overall delivery process.
Hello?
Good morning, Miss Chapai.
Yes?
This is Donna. I'm calling on behalf of Buick Motor Division about your Regal sedan.
Yes.
As we've covered in our letter, we'd like to make sure that your new car and the delivery experience met your expectations. Did you personally pick up your car from the dealer?
Yes, I did.
Do you have a few minutes to talk about your new Regal sedan?
Sure.
Good. As we go through the questions, I'd like you to answer with either very satisfied, somewhat satisfied, neither satisfied nor dissatisfied, somewhat dissatisfied, or very dissatisfied. When you picked up your new Buick from the dealer, how satisfied were you with the explanation you received regarding the operation of your car's features, options, and accessories?
Very satisfied.
After the telemarketer talks with the customer, Buick sends a customized letter to thank the customer for participating. If the customer does not send in the original RSVP, a non-response mailing is sent to the customer. The letter states that since Buick has not heard from the customer, Buick will assume the customer is completely satisfied. The letter contains another RSVP for response. Now, here's another reason to excel with NVID at each sale. An NVID performance report is sent to your dealership. Surveys that are negative are sent to both the dealership and Buick's zone branch offices. The zone branch calls the dealership to discuss the unsatisfied customer's problems. The dealership is responsible for contacting the customer to repair the car at the dealership. Telemarketing information is sent to Buick Marketing, Advertising, Service Engineering, Customer Assistance Center, and the Technical Assistance Center. This is all done to improve Buick's products and, most importantly, improve customer satisfaction.
Telemarketing keeps Buick going in the right direction and, in turn, keeps satisfied customers coming back to you for their next new Buick. So keep performing the NVID process and use each key to form a lasting impression that improves customer satisfaction. That's the goal we're all after.